The first time Rowan Fitzgerald met her family's archenemy, a magician with an enchanted umbrella, a flair for the dramatic, and a long-standing grudge, she didn't recognize him. This was only to be expected, as she had not yet heard of Silverjack and the Everhart, nor set foot in the Library of Curiosities. Indeed, libraries and archenemies were the last things on Rowan's mind on the evening that she pulled her coat tight against the autumn chill and stared up at St. Augustine's bell tower. St. Augustine's was a fancy boarding school, the kind with red pleated skirts, sleek brick buildings, and tons of rules. Generally speaking, Rowan had a hard time following rules. The most important rule at St. Augustine's was entry to the bell tower was strictly prohibited. As far as rules go, this one wasn't all that unreasonable. Unlike the rest of St. Augustine's campus, the tower was old and decrepit, and the bell itself hadn't been rung in decades. Yet the minute Headmistress Marin had uttered the word forbidden on the first day of school in September, Rowan's fingers and toes had begun tingling with possibility. She had successfully avoided temptation until that afternoon during 5th period, when Mr. Martin, her science teacher, had informed everyone of a meteor shower occurring that evening. Most students decided to throw stargazing parties in their dorm rooms. Since Rowan had only been at St. Augustine's for a couple of months, she hadn't been invited to any of them. But that was okay, she told herself. Even if she had to watch the stars fall alone, it would still be a beautiful view. So, later in the afternoon, she snuck back into the science hall and borrowed Mr. Martin's telescope. All she needed was a secluded space closer to the sky. Then, she remembered the bell tower. Rowan put her hands on the tower's smooth surface. Headmistress Marin had made it clear that the door opening to the 4 flights of stairs leading up to the belfry was always locked. And she'd done little to dispel the legend that had grown over the years, thicker than the ivy that covered St. Augustine's old brick buildings, that a ghost haunted the bell tower. The ghost of St. Augustine's. Rowan tested the door just to be sure. It was indeed locked, which confirmed what she had suspected. The only way to get in was to go up.